don't worry, the live stream will be starting shortly, but while you're waiting, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Also hit the little bell icon and select all so that you don't miss our future videos. You can also join the live chat right now on this stream by clicking the button. Hey folks, welcome to DroningON Live, and this really is an ad hoc, last-minute Sunday night flight night with Flight Simulator 2020, and there was not a lot of planning involved in this, but prepare for some crashes, probably. So we did this a few months ago, I think it probably is, where we basically had me flying live on Flight Sim 2020. It was the first time I played it, actually, and you guys seem to really enjoy it, watching me crash, pretty much. So I thought, let's do this again. It's Sunday night, not going to be streaming for long tonight. It's actually 20 to 10 here in Sweden at the moment. But thank you everybody for tuning in already. Scandi Jam Jam, Drone Viral, we've got M Fries on there as well, and we've got Drone Phoenix and a few other people watching. So we'll see how this goes. This is all running on one computer, just so you know. So this is a Razer 17 laptop. It's not even a desktop PC. I've got Flight Sim 2020 running on here. I've got two video cameras. Video cameras, that sounds so old-fashioned. Fobek, hello buddy. I've got Fobek watching as well. Two webcams connected into this. OBS is streaming as well. Flight Sim running on a 2080 Supermax Q NVIDIA card. So it's not even a 30 series, it's a 20 series. So this computer really is quite pushed tonight. I've got a pretty cool flight yoke system here. I've got the Logitech X56 down here, throttle and flight yoke. And I'm going to try my best to get those on screen somehow whilst I'm flying. I'm not sure how successful. Dara's watching as well. Hey, Dara. Not sure how successful that's going to be, but we'll see. Now, just so you guys can see, I'm using a super ultra wide monitor here as well. It's gigantic. It's super wide. It's super curved. It's brilliant. It's really immersive for flight simulators. And just so you can see, that's actually the full desktop. So that's the view I'm seeing, but obviously it's not really workable for you. So you'll be watching via this that looks like that. Hello, hopefully you can still hear me. Now, what I'll do is just quickly, if you bear with me, get the flight yoke in shot as well. So hopefully you guys can hopefully still hear me, if you can confirm if you can. And you should now be able to see the flight yoke and the throttle and the stick there. You'll also see me on the webcam. By the way, I've also got something called NVIDIA Broadcast, which is absolutely brilliant. And NVIDIA Broadcast is doing the real-time background removal. So it's not OBS doing this. I've got no green screen behind me. It's NVIDIA's AI, which is really clever, using my graphics card to cut the background out, and you just stick it straight into OBS. And that's a basic, cheap Logitech webcam. So that means now you can see everything here. So basically, when I crash, you get the full insight, which is great. Now, last time I gave you guys the choice of where to beam to, where to fly and all of that. But I think Can you just confirm as well that you can hear the game volume? You should hear some music in the background very, very quietly at the moment, hopefully. Tell me if it's too loud, too quiet as we're playing. Drone viral, no, don't crash. Well, unfortunately, it's quite inevitable because this will be only about the third time I've played this game. So I think we're going to start with a landing challenge because these are always funny. We'll start with a strong wind one. I don't know why. Maybe because I had baked beans tonight. And someone said, I can't remember who last time. Hey, Henry Robotic. Somebody said last time they wanted to see the Ireland one. So I think that we might go to Ireland right now, where they talk a little bit like this. Okay, the music is intentionally very quiet, actually, Dara and Henry. So we don't want to hear the music. You want to hear the crashing, the crunching of metal. So we're going to fly this one. Well, I say we're going to fly it. It's going to be probably a crash landing, but we'll see what happens, all right? So when we start playing the game, tell me if you can hear the engines and everything. Tell me if it's, good volume. I don't want to deafen you guys, but equally I want you to hear it. So when you start one, it shows you the basics. So you want to aim for 90 knots. You want to aim for 79 as you then are coming for the approach. You can see we've got quite a headwind here, 23 knot headwind. That's going to make it interesting. 23 knots is nothing though, although this is a light high-wing aircraft. So we'll see what happens. What you also have to do, remember, of course, is to get your throttle sort of midway up. Otherwise, as soon as the simulator starts, you go down and crash. Let's see if I can move the camera a bit. Okay, so here we go. Oh, great. It's foggy as well, just to make things interesting. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear the plane now. Tell me if that's too loud, the plane sound. Is that okay? Dara says, oh, Jesus, Ash, if you come to Cork, we sound nothing like that. That's exactly how he said it. Oh, this is going badly wrong already. Right, so I'm going to adjust my position in the cockpit. Whoa, it's super windy. I'm going to have to put the throttle up already.
500.
Actually, oh, not this again, where the throttle's not coming up. Why have we got no engine? Do you remember it did this last time? What? Okay, we're going in. It looks like we're going into the sea here. This is pretty disastrous. Yeah, the engine's not running. Okay, who wants to paddle? Looks like we're going in the sea here. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a good first start, isn't it? I would say. So I think what I'll do is unplug this joystick. Why is it doing this again? Don't know if you remember last time. We had exactly the same problem last time where the engine packed up. Drone Phoenix. Parachute! Okay. So I've just plugged in the throttle again. Let's see if it works this time. We had the same problem last time. I don't know why. How was the game volume, by the way? Was it all right? Henry Robotics said it looks like I've got lipstick on. I can assure you I haven't. It must just be this Logitech webcam. Who knows? Right, let's try this again. So, throttle is there. Throttle up and down. Good, yeah. So just a reminder, this is all being rendered on one computer. One laptop, which is quite incredible, I think. Okay, engine's sounding much more healthy this time. So, yeah, okay, engine's now working. Hang on, engine was working. I wish we had some flight sim experts on here to tell me why on earth this is going wrong. I've got my flaps fully down. Let's put the flaps up a little bit. Maybe I'm stalling, actually. But no, the engine says it's not running. What is going on here? Is it because of the mixture or something?
500.
We've got fuel. The runway's straight ahead. This is not... Okay, we're going to go for an emergency landing. Right, put the undercarriage down. Let's go... Oh dear, this is going to be terrible. Let's just land... there's a nice farm over here. Maybe we can get a nice warm coffee once we've landed. Need to get at least one landing in tonight, don't we? Okay, here we go. Flaps up. Putting flaps down gives us a bit of... slows down a bit because we're coming in at quite a chat here at the moment. Oh dear. Oh, we're down. Okay, we're down in the field. This is good. This is good. Oh, brakes. Brakes. There's a tree. Oh. Handbrake. I didn't land on the designated runway. We know that. Ah, flyby tourist. Hey, buddy. I get this too on the new version. The throttle goes. Oh, great. Well, this... Maybe I should try and find a glider. Why does the throttle... Can anybody check if there's a bug here? Something that we can fix? How do we fix this then? Because this is going to be a pretty uneventful flight simulator if we can't actually... Let's see. Flight Sim 2020 engine cuts. Because it's not the throttle. I can actually see as I move the throttle up and down that the throttle thing is moving. Hey, fair Otet View. I never know how to pronounce your name, but thank you for joining. You guys you're always commenting on everything. I really appreciate that. Thank you everybody for watching, by the way. This is really cool. Hit thumbs up, by the way. Okay, let's try. Maybe we try a different. We try a different one then. Maybe it's that. Flyby Tourist, you get this on the new version. Did you find a solution for it, or is there a solution for it? Because that's going to be pretty disastrous if we can't get it working. Let's try a famous location. Right, whoever calls out one of these 8 in the chat, you can choose. So whoever's the first to call one out in the chat. Come on, guys. Got New York, Jackson in the USA, somewhere in Chile, France. Nice is very nice. Rio de Janeiro, very, very cool. Toronto's beautiful. I love that city. Sydney in Australia. And Ecuador. Jackson. Okay, Henry said Jackson. I don't know where that is, but it looks cold and icy and slippery. Great. Thanks for that, Henry. Right. Let's try this. So 130 knots. Well, that's all good if we've got an engine, but at the moment, that's not looking very hopeful. Game volume all okay? Yep, game volume's fine. Dara says good. If you guys think it should be up higher or lower, let me know. This is pretty cool, isn't it? One laptop is doing all of this. OBS, Flight Sim 2020, 2 cameras. I'm shocked that it's working. We're only streaming at 1080p, however, because I didn't want to stream it any higher resolution in case things really, really did fall over. Let's see how it goes. Again, this, really this game needs a 3080 because you need real processing power to stick everything up to full. But in some respects, when you do stick it all up to full on this game, it almost doesn't look so good in a way. Henry Robotic, what laptop have I got? It's a Razer 17 Pro. It's a new one, 2080 GPU, Supermax Q. Full throttle, right. Check the full throttle. Ah, okay, we have engines. I think, yeah. Right, we're looking better now. Okay, so where's the runway? So if you press the trigger, it shows you where the runway is. There it is. So I'm gonna... Let's see what we're flying. Let's put the run... Oh, undercarriage is already down. I think we might end up overshooting at this rate. I'm gonna put the flaps up a little bit. We need to lose some altitude seriously quickly. So I'm going to actually go a little bit idle. Let's try and center up on this runway. So generally, your approach should be where you've got the nose of the plane pointing at the horizon, so you almost can't see the runway down there. And you should then basically descend at a point where you're just on the verge of stall. And if you are... Yeah, we're way too high. Maybe we could nosedive this one. Although we're going to come in very, very fast. But it'll be fun, won't it? Butter this aircraft. We're completely off centre. Don't know if you guys in the UK remember the Krypton factor, but this is why I never went on it. Yeah. This is looking icy. We're going to need some serious salt on that runway. But actually, we're coming on down all right. This is pretty good. This is looking nice, actually. Should we go in the external view? Yeah, look at that. We're almost going to hit the centre line. But we're coming in way too fast. Oh, look at that, look at this. Oh shit, we're going to run out of runway. Sorry, I didn't just swear. No, I didn't. Okay, well, at least we hit the ground before the end of the runway, but we are running out of runway, and we're probably going to... Oh, yeah, okay, we're sliding. We're going to hit a tree, or trees. Oh, why don't we get the carnage? Damn, this is the thing I miss about the old flight simulator. At least it showed you the crash. Drone Phoenix dive bomber. I mean, okay, let's try that one again. Let's try this one properly. And this time I'm not going to start with any throttle applied. That should help, I guess. Flaps. Ah, I forgot to put the flaps up as well. That, or flaps down, that probably didn't help as well. That's why we were coming in so hot. So let's try this one again. Ready to fly. So throttle right at 0. Flaps. Gonna put them right down now, so we should see them. The wings extending. Yep, there they go. See the wing opening up. Isn't that pretty? And throttle is at idle. Can anybody remember how many knots it said to approach at? Because I can't. Oh, not this again. Engines are cutting again. I wonder if it's a faulty. Is it my throttle? It sounds like they're trying to build up, but and there they go. There they're up again. And now I wonder if it's my throttle actually. Okay, it's cheating on the external view. So let's go on the internal. Everything's flashing inside. Throttle. Can you guys hear the throttle now? I mean, we're on the verge of stall here. This is not good. We are actually stalling, yeah. But the throttle is working now. Maybe this is part of the simulator. 130 knots, okay. Is that the approach speed or the actual final approach, Henry? Okay, right. There's the runway. So this is looking good. The engine is kind of working. Maybe it is a simulator. Yeah, Fobek, you're absolutely right. I need to get the Oculus plugged into this. I've just bought an Oculus 2 and you can plug that straight into the laptop via USB-C and actually fly with it, so you can actually look around the cockpit. How cool will that be? The only thing is, I'm not sure how that would work with this. I'm not sure if I'd be able to share the view that I see. Okay, we might be touching down a little bit early here, but we're not looking too bad. This is looking alright. Oh, master warning reset button. I don't think I pressed it. Oh, look at this approach. This is looking beautiful. Stalling, going to give it a bit of extra. I think this is looking very nice right now. The trouble is, this is a jet, not a high-wing aircraft, so it needs to come in at speed. And the final little flare. Oh, okay. That wasn't bad. I was quite proud of that. We weren't quite on centre, but we didn't crash, you know. Right, let's see what score we get. The good thing about this game is there are tens of thousands of people playing it, and most of them are better than me. But look at that. I mean, you know, I placed 56,570th. That's not bad. Globally, right? So when you think about it globally, 56,000th place is not too bad. A lot of improvement potentially there. You know, I can definitely make things better, but for now, that's not too bad. Right, where are we going to go next? Can anybody, if anyone can remember the options. Or no, let's go to someone's home. Let's go to someone's home city. I want an interesting place, not a little rural, tiny little place. It doesn't have to be where you live, but somewhere really cool to fly through from the world map. Where can you think of? And we'll change it to daytime. Of course you said Malta, Robert. Actually, let's go and have a look at Malta. Why not? Okay. This is the great thing about this game, the power of it. Which airport in Malta, Robert? You can go anywhere in the world, and they've basically, some of the airports are really, really comprehensive, the big airports. They're modelled immaculately. Others not quite so much, but it's very, very cool. Robert, which one? The other great thing as well is it's online. So there are actually, if I go to this view now, we'll see real live players. And I know that one of our viewers, Scandi, actually, and Flyby Tourist actually has this. Luca, that one. Okay, yep, we'll go to Hong Kong next, Flyby Tourist. So, how do I change the time of day? I don't want to go there now because it's going to be a bit dark. Flight conditions, maybe? We're on live. Ah, okay, here we go. Is that? Yeah, time. Ah, there we go. I can choose the time. How cool is that? and it actually takes the weather from today. So it's really, really, really clever. So we're going to go here. Let's fly there. It beams you there immediately. Very, very cool. And you can go anywhere in the world. You can fly through any city you want to fly through. And the reality is incredible. This is really sad, but on Facebook, I'm in a flight sim group, and people keep posting real picture versus flight sim picture of airports and scenery. And most of the time, you honestly don't know which is real. It's incredible. Got a few people watching. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. This is a real ad hoc stream on the DroningON live channel. So this is the smaller sister channel of DroningON, where we just do fun stuff, live ad hoc things. And oh, it's rain. Oh, great. So I didn't want to fly at night so you could see things, but it was foggy and pouring down with rain today in Malta. But I mean, look at these graphics. And again, just a reminder, this is running on one laptop. It's got 64 gig of RAM. It's a Razer 17 Pro. It's a specialist gaming laptop. It's a laptop, but it has a 2080 NVIDIA Supermax Q card in there. I think that's got 8 gig of video RAM itself. It's got a terabyte SSD. It's got a 17-inch 4K touchscreen, but I've connected it to this, which is a 69-inch super ultra wide screen. It's also streaming OBS. It's also got 2 cameras connected to it. It's incredible that this is all working, actually. So what does Malta look like? Where are we? Where's our external view? I don't know how to use all the radio stuff yet. It's all way too complicated and boring. I don't want to do that. We'll keep the map. That's quite useful, so we know where we are. Checklist. Yeah, we probably should take a notice of that, really. But okay, let's take off. Anywhere that we should go, Robert? Oh, how do I release the parking brake? Okay, there we go. Oh, joystick button 5. You seem to have this throttle problem again. Engine. I think it's to do with mixture, you know. Now the engines are building up. You hear that? Does anybody know what LVR stands for? You see that percentage? I really should have read the instructions, shouldn't I? Right. Yeah, now the engines are going. What? There's something weird here. Oh yeah, the brakes are already off. Okay, here we go. Let's go to our interior view. You can look all around the cockpit as well with the little... oops, I forgot about the rudder. Oh no. Okay, we're going off track. We're going off road. Oh no. Oh, this is going horribly wrong again. Whoops. Undercarriage up. I think it's that button. That's it. Let's have a look. Is the undercarriage going up? Yes, it is. Lovely. And we're now above a very foggy Malta. Let's bring our flaps up, pull them back in. The trouble is here, we're going to ascend to the point where we just can't see anything. Hey Johnny D, thanks for joining, buddy. Okay, maybe if we fly a bit low and dirty, we'll be able to actually see something. The graphics and realism on this is just superb. The challenge is here, it's just so foggy you can't actually see anything. So, okay, I think we're going to scrap Malta. But thanks for taking us there, Robert. We want to go somewhere a little bit more visible. Maybe I could have chosen better weather, but main menu. Okay, Flyby Tourist said Hong Kong. I think that would be cool. The only thing is, it'd be nice to go somewhere where you guys actually recognise, you know, one of the main... How about they've just updated London? Let's go to London, because that should look pretty cool. London City Airport, isn't it? I wish there was a helicopter on this. That would be cool. The flight time, let's go now, just as the sun is setting. That would be quite pretty. Okay, fly. No problem, but the weather here is actually good, said Robert. Oh no! Robert, what was it like earlier today? Was it raining and foggy? Because apparently it was. I don't know. Okay, let's have a look at this. And it also, if there's anything you guys would like to see in the game as well, we'll have a look. Dara, I think we did Bantry last time. I remember looking it up and there were 2 Bantries. Let's go see Bruce. Takara. Is that in Australia, mate? God, my Australian accent's so bad. X-Jet would love that. The weather here in Leeuwarden, that's is that the Netherlands? Drone viral? I think it is, isn't it? Oh, New Zealand. Oops, sorry. Oh, blimey, I called him an Aussie instead of a Kiwi. That's terrible. Sorry. So here we go. Loading time is not normally this bad between locations, but it's caching the whole map when it does this. It downloads the data as well. So at the moment, based on the few locations I've flown in, it's using about 45 gigabytes of data on my terabyte drive. The other thing, oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Wow. So this is London City Airport now. The other thing to bear in mind as well is the game itself. I fired it up earlier today to try and get this scheduled, and it had to download an update, which was 22 gigabytes in size, which is incredible. Right, does anybody know from London City Airport? Oh, there's the Millennium Eye. I was going to say, does anyone know where the Millennium Eye is? Actually, no, that's the O2 Arena, isn't it? But I think the I don't know. We'll take off and have a look. Right, let's go to the exterior view so we can really get the most of the scenery. Okay, throttle full. Now you see all the names on the screen there on the horizon. They are real people like me flying right now. Isn't that cool? So they're actually live right now in the game. So if any of you were actually, if you had this game as well, you would actually be able to fly with me right now. So put the undercarriage up. There it goes. And here is London. Look at that. Okay, now it's got air traffic control. You're really meant to do all of that, but I find the air traffic control bit a bit too realistic. I don't want to bother doing that. I can see the Shard on the horizon, which I believe is Europe's... Is it Europe's tallest building now, the Shard, or is it just the UK? But look at this, even got a lovely bit of lens flare that we're flying into here. Look at the quality of the water down there. What would be really nice would be a force feedback joystick for this. Fly through the eye, said Johnny D. Air traffic controller getting really angry with me right now. Oh look, is that London Bridge there? It says, yeah, let's see if we can fly through the middle of London Bridge. Oh dear, no. Abort! We didn't crash. You overstressed the aircraft and caused critical damage. Seriously. Okay, I need another location, and I want a really, really exciting one that's going to look really good with something that we can fly through. Can anyone think of a really cool... Hey, Volky7. Leeuwarden. Is that a really good one though, Drone Viral? I've never heard of it. Is it really going to be cinematically beautiful with a big city? What about New York? Let's see what we've got in New York. What's the New York? JFK, that's the one. Should we go and have a look at JFK? And let's take sunrise. That'd be quite cool. Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah, where is the Golden Gate Bridge? We can choose plane as well. Let's change the plane. I actually don't like jets. I think they're a bit boring because they're not, you know, they just go very fast. And, oh, look at these little sports planes. Should we choose one of these? I wonder if we can roll these. Extra 300. Of course you can roll an extra 300. Right, we're having an extra 300. Done. And we're going to fly. You won't often see an extra 300 taken off from JFK. Does anybody know where the Golden Gate Bridge, how to get there? Dara says, don't think you can actually fly under the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, well, that's a disappointing. You could in Flight Sim 97. It was a while ago, but... By the way, just to say thanks everyone for watching this random ad hoc last minute stream. Hit thumbs up if you're enjoying this, thumbs down if you're an idiot, and of course hit the subscribe button as well, because this is the first of many random flight related live things that we'll do on here. San Francisco. Ah, yeah, you're right, aren't you? So we're going to the wrong place. Oh well. I actually once drove from LA to San Francisco. And that was really interesting. It took about 3 days. It was really, really good fun. We hired a typical big American muscle. Drive slow, it took that long. Yay! Okay, we're back on. Sorry about that, guys. It looks like my internet dropped off then, but we're back now. Johnny RC, you drive slow. It took me 8 hours. Well, yeah, but we intentionally didn't want to rush. We wanted to go over 3 days because it was a really, really nice place. Really nice and scenic. Really, really good fun. Sorry that we just dropped out. I think we're back now. It looks like the internet went then. I wonder if it's because it was downloading a ton of data for New York. That will be why, I think. Statue of Liberty, we've got to find that. I can't remember what car, actually, but it was a real big proper muscle car. I say proper muscle car. I mean, it wasn't amazing, but it was good fun. Right, now this is where it might push this laptop, because this is a big, big city full of a lot of objects. Our engine has turned off. Oh, this is where... Okay, so I think we have to turn the key. Where's the... On? No. Ah, there. No. Start. How do we... Ah. No. How do we then start the engine? Ugh. This is annoying. Ah, Control and E. Okay, engine is running. That's a good start. And... Okay, and we're off. Oh, parking brake. Helps if I release that, I guess. Here we go. Extra 300. This should be quite fun. Rich. Oh, yeah. And full power. Whoa, this thing needs its rudder tuning or trimming. That's a bit of a steep climb there. But again, you see all the people on here who are also flying live. It's really cool. Should we see if we can roll it? Here we go. Yay! Oh! Oh! No! Okay, I think next time we do that, we'll do it a bit higher. Okay, so we've got a chance to actually recover. I think I need to calibrate this joystick. Now, look, things are really starting to slow down now. And this is where you need the super computer. Because when you've got so much scenery that it needs to render, it really is, the frame rate really is starting to drop down massively now. And this is the problem really. This is really where you need the power of a desktop. You know, this again is only a laptop. Having said that, it does seem to be that when it starts to cache a big chunk of it, it then seems to run a lot quicker. So that's good. Let's see if you can roll this little thing. Ready? Here we go. Yay, you can. So you can do acrobatics in Flight Sim, because I thought I read early on that a lot of people were saying you couldn't actually do acrobatics in Flight Sim, and a lot of people were really upset about that, obviously. I mean, look at the graphics here. It'd be lovely to actually compare this with a drone shot. Obviously not above the airport. But, just to see what this scenery really, really does look like, because this is photographic. And in fact, if you fly low enough to the roads here, I believe we'll actually see cars. Let's have a look. Let's try not to crash. Air traffic control is really not happy with me right now. Yeah, you see the frame rate's dropping right down now. But, I mean, look at the detail of the trees. Oh, it's a train track. That's why we're not seeing any cars. Tell you what, it's rather windy. Drone Phoenix said, are you training to fly the DJI FPV? You'd think so, wouldn't you? Let's see how low we can get. Let's see if we can find a train. Oh, there's a car. I can see a car by the train track. Oh, but look at the frame rate here. This is terrible. Air traffic control are so angry right now. They're demanding that I reply to them. There we go. Now this is the freeway, or as we say in England, motorway. And look at all the cars. The detail is just incredible. It's also nice. You see, it's now telling us there's another airport over there, LaGuardia. So we could actually fly to that airport if we wanted to. But, I mean, look at these graphics. It's just a shame it's lagging so much now, but land. I don't know whether it's classed as a landing or a crash if you were to land on a freeway. I can't say freeway. It's because in England we say motorway. Freeway. But the graphics are just good. They're just incredible. Let's see how low we can go. Let's see if we can get a little bit lower here over this lake. Let's try and tilt this down a little bit. This little hat controller is really too sensitive. It's almost impossible to control. And it keeps slipping on its axis. See, it's rotating me around here. Right, here we go. Oh, look at this. Underbelly view. There we go. Mowing the lawn. Okay, air traffic control have now terminated us. That's how angry they are. That's pretty low now. If you are going to play this, by the way, you don't need to buy what they call a HOTAS system like this. You can just buy a really cheap joystick with a throttle. You honestly don't need this kind of complexity, but there are so many of these second-hand. Whatever you do, do not buy it new. Whoa, that was a bit close. Look at this little tower. Don't buy them new because this is about $300, $400 new, this Logitech system. And it's honestly just not worth spending that much. But what you tend to find is second-hand. That was close. Does anybody know what that object was, by the way? Look at that stadium there. What you tend to find is that people like me buy a joystick, new or second-hand. They play the game a few times and then they get bored and they sell it. So the second-hand market is amazing for these kind of control systems. I highly recommend you get onto there. Oh, nearly lost our undercarriage. There's another stadium. Does anyone know what stadium that is? Oh, look at this gap. Oh, it's like FPV. Beautiful. I'll tell you what, should we see if we can fly inverted? I just hope I've got enough axis here. Right, here we go. Ready? I'm going to go a bit of a up. And then, right, see if we can fly inverted. Now, this is really challenging for the... No, it rolled itself back. Ah! It actually rolled itself back. Maybe it didn't really like being upside down. Some aircraft have a dihedral. I don't think the Extra 300 does, whereby they don't want to fly inverted because the dihedral of the wings actually makes it right itself. So, for example, if you try and fly upside down in a Cessna, it's not so easy. Right, I think what we'll do now, there's a landing challenge that I desperately wanted to do last time we did this streaming. And you might remember the streaming, the throttle just didn't work at all. And so we'll try it again, and it's a real legendary airport. I say airport, it's not an airport, it's a landing strip. And it's tiny. And you actually end up landing uphill. Who can remember the name of it? First one to call it out gets... I don't know what I haven't got anything to give you, I'm afraid. But next one you get gets applause from every other viewer. I think, is it in the Himalayas? Let's see, it might be under Epic. Or is it Nepal? Lukla. Yes, drone viral, Lukla. Well done. Right. Last time we wanted to fly this and we couldn't. Now, this apparently, the airport is one of the world's most difficult landing spots with high wind, cloud cover, no go-around option, and a short sloped runway that ends unforgivingly at a large stone wall. Imagine walking into a holiday booking place and saying, hi, I want to go on holiday. And that's how they describe the location to you. I don't think you're going to be booking it. Yeah, Pablo Escobar's front lawn, exactly. So, right, 95 knots approach, drop to 85, and then for the final approach, drop to 75 knots. As you probably noticed by now, I don't really take much notice of the speed. The other confusion here, I've got a split throttle here. So the throttle actually splits in half. The left-hand side is mixture, and the right-hand side is the actual throttle. And I'm guessing the mixture you keep constant based on the temperature and the altitude that you're flying at and how lean or rich you want the fuel to be. But how do you determine that? How do you determine whether you need more mixture or not? Does anybody that's played this know how to read the visuals? Anyway, we're at 9,000 feet above sea level here. That's high. So let's get some throttle on and wish me luck, guys, because this didn't go very well last time. Let's check our undercarriage. Undercarriage is down. It definitely is down. So it's pretty foggy. I can't actually see the runway at the moment. But whenever you press the trigger on the throttle, it shows you where the runway is. You'll see the screen dipping to the right. So I know it's over there. So I'm going to go down the valley a little bit. I don't want to lose a lot of altitude because actually the airport itself is not quite far below where we are now, I don't believe. Apparently it's there in the fog somewhere. I'm going to drop a little bit of altitude, power. Just a little bit. So I think it was 75 knots, wasn't it, the final approach? Can anybody see the runway yet? Drone Phoenix, this is going to be hard. I agree, sir. You are absolutely... I can see the runway. Our engine's packed up again, hasn't it? It really has. Our engine has stopped. And if you look at the right hand side, you can see the engine gauge going up and down, but the actual rate is not. So something is going wrong here, and I don't know what. But we are definitely not going to glide this in. I think that's pretty certain. We're going to be short here. You said rich, Drone Phoenix, so do you think it's stalled? And let's try Control E. I've restarted the engines. Maybe you're right, Drone Phoenix. Regardless, actually... Stalled, yeah, no shit. Do I need more mixture? It's a real shame, actually, because we are not far off. Oh, what a shame. Oh, no, we're just going to miss it. Look at the ice on the windscreen. Going in, folks. Right, so... You think we were too rich, do you think? So I started with the mixture at the bottom. Shall we try with the mixture? Oh, I'm such an amateur at this. There's a really, really good guy on YouTube who streams flights almost every day. I feel terrible because I can't remember his channel name, but I wish he was watching now to advise us. Yeah, it was. Hey, Mike Drone Ranger. Cheers for tuning in, buddy. Dara, de-icer needed. Yeah, definitely. Right, let's keep an eye on our engine, see what it does. So you see it's running at 38% right now. Sorry, 50, 60%. We've got engine right now, right? How do I know whether it's too rich or too lean? Should I be looking at the controls in the cockpit? If so, which ones? Oh, we're stalling. Okay. In fact, I'm going to deploy my flaps a little bit as well because I need a little bit of lift so that we can drop down onto this lovely runway, which is over there. And we know where it is now. I can see it. We need more fuel. No, it's not fuel. We got 30% fuel. We got plenty. So what we're going to do, we're going to carry on straight. I'm going to decrease throttle a tiny bit. Still got throttle. It's working. It's going to drop throttle a little bit more. And when we're almost parallel to it, right, I'm going to now turn in for final approach. Might have left that a bit late, actually. I'm going to drop a bit more throttle. And I'm going to extend the flaps a little bit more to give us that extra lift. Try not going through the cloud. You might be right. Maybe the engines are freezing up. Oh, we're coming in way too fast. Engine to idle now. Actually, no, I don't think this is particularly...
500.
Oh, we're going to miss it again, aren't we? Yeah. Whoa! Alright, let's have one more go. Because I think I need to maintain my altitude and not drop down so much. Hey Brad, thanks for tuning in, buddy. I've only flown mine in normal mode and sport mode. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Cessna. Is this a Cessna? I don't know what plane it is. Did you get your DJI FPV? No, not yet. I got the dispatch notice, so it is on its way. But you know, in a way, everybody's already rushed to release their reviews. So I'm now happy to wait and to give people my review, you know, a little bit later. So it's going to be, as soon as it arrives, I'll get filming, I'll get testing, and from me you'll get a genuine review from the perspective that I think that this product is targeted at. You know what's the funny thing is, that's the first time we've talked about anything droney throughout this stream, but you're right, it's a fair topic. You know, I think too many reviewers just reviewed that product from the perspective of them already having about 30 drones sat on their shelf at their disposal, but most consumers that this is targeted for don't have 30 drones already. They might have just a Mavic Mini, and so therefore this will be something really special. The guys on the channel membership, by the way, if you're not already a member of DroningON, you really should join. We have a great Discord group with a really, really great bunch of people in there talking about the DJI product and how much so far they really, really are enjoying it. So that just really proves that, you know, a lot of the reviews so far, I say a lot of them, some of them got it wrong, and they just didn't review it from the right perspective. They reviewed it from their own perspective, and that's fine if they make that clear, but not when they talk about you shouldn't buy this, you'll hate it. You know, that's just not correct. Right, we're going to go in for a very slow final turn here. Yeah, we are going slow. You're right, actually, Robert. Maybe, and also because we're 9,000 feet above sea level, the air is very thin up here, and because of that, it's harder to go fast. And the problem with this plane is you actually can't see much. Right, we are very high here. Too high. Way too high. But it's very deceiving as well, because remember, this runway is actually on a hill. Okay, this isn't going well. I'm just going to dive bomb it and pull back at the last minute. You're flying with Ash Airlines. Please do up your seatbelts at this point. This is going to be a bumpy landing.
500.
We are at idle, believe it or not. I give up with that one. That is just too... I should be able to... Shall I have one more go? If I get... Oh, I've already quit. Right, one more destination to go to. It can't be too crowded because the computer's just going to fall over, but one more destination and we'll zoom there. Can anybody give us a really good destination that everyone will like to see? Kos in Greece. That could be interesting. Yeah, Greek island. What about Tenerife? Doesn't Tenerife have one of the most complex airports to land at, apparently? Okay, we're going to go to Kos for the last location. We'll go just before sunset, so it looks a bit pretty. The Johnny, the oh shit button. You're so right. It has never been this entertaining to see I'm guessing you're going to say see someone crash. Believe it or not, I'm actually normally quite good at this. I think it must be the pressure of being live and everybody watching. But you know, I do enjoy this. And what I'm going to do right next time is get some people on to chat. In fact, what I could do, let's see, I'm going to join the chat channel in our Discord group now. I don't know if this will work. And if any of my members, club members, want to jump into that, they'll be able to chat right now, live on this stream. I don't know if it'll work. Let's see. And if this does work, then what we'll do is every time we'll just invite any club members on that want to join the chat. If you're not a club member yet, head over to the main DroningON channel as well, and you will then be able to have access to all of this as well, which is really, really cool. Yeti Nana, let's see, I'm just setting up the microphone, test. Hopefully, yeah, okay, that works. And the output is coming through there. Right, okay. So if any of the club members that are watching, I don't know if any club members are watching, if you want to jump into the Discord talk chat channel now, the talk general, sorry, and see if we can hear you. I don't know if it's going to work. So we are now in Kos. Let's turn off the parking brake. Let's see. Oh, we forgot to change the plane. We're still in the extra. Oh well. Call me a non-purist, but flight sims are better outside in the exterior view, right? Is that just me? But it's just much more fun. You can see things and you can, you know... Right, should we try and fly this inverted again? Let's try a bit higher. Okay. Let's try and fly this... Oh, why is this joystick keep drifting off to the left and right? Oh, there's the moon. Oh, I can't center this. Right, okay, let's try and fly inverted. So remember, when you're flying inverted, you're having to constantly give it down elevator to stop yourself rolling back. The problem is this keeps wanting to flip. Ah, maybe it's because of the wind. Look at that, we're in a lovely inverted flight now. We're flying upside down. Oh yeah. Let's go a little bit right. And we'll go. Look at the reflections on the underside of the fuselage. Isn't that pretty? Now we'll go a bit left. It really wants to roll to the left. That must be the bias of my joystick calibration. Isn't Kos pretty? Whoa, it's windy and gusty. Okay, let's flip back the other way. Woohoo! Yay! Now, my background, if you don't know, is flying rudder-controlled planes and helicopters, so I'm used to flying inverted with RC aircraft, and it's just the best feeling in the world. How pretty is this zone? Look at those graphics. It's really when you get the buildings in place, that's when things start running slowly on Flight Sim, but when there's no... there's a windmill on the... Oh yeah, look at the wind turbines. Let's go and see those. It's really when you're in a place where you've got buildings, that's when you really need the power of the laptop. Let's see. Right, this will be challenging. Let's see if we can fly upside down past those windmills. Now, I know that there's not a lot of scope on the elevator when I'm flying inverted. So, first thing to do when you fly inverted is give it a little bit of a climb and then roll over and then fall. Oh, we did a whole roll. Whoa. This plane does not like being upside down at all. Whoa. This is like, it goes from being a really, really nice flyer to being literally like handling a hungry, tired baby. Okay, there we go. This is seriously hard work. I am in seriously deep concentration here. It does not like being upside down, and the reason it's rolling like this is because it's trying to self-right itself. Okay, we don't want to go too low. Give it full throttle. Are we going to make it over this hill? Oh, I don't think we are actually. Oh, we might be landing in a minute. Okay, let's roll it back. Oh, no! Okay, that was good fun. Oh dear. Well, anyway, I think what we'll do is call it a night for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. This is Sunday Night Flight Live, and I think we'll definitely do this again if you guys want to see it anyway. And what we'll do, I think, is collect some locations to fly from. Again, if you're not a DroningON Club member yet, go to the main DroningON channel, or you can go to www.droningon.club, and that'll take you straight there. Join as a baseline member, and then you can take part in stuff like this, being live, being able to speak. Also, you can be part of the Discord channel. You'll also be part of our members events that we have. We have video meets with special guests each month as well. So do think about joining the DroningON Club. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up. Comment below as well if you really did enjoy it. And yeah, we'll see you, hopefully. Let's see if I get my camera. There's the joystick, by the way, the HOTAS control system, as they call it. There's the main camera back. Yay, we're back. Thanks for watching anyway, guys, and I'll hopefully see you on the next Night Flight Live.